Welcome to the Cool Room. My name is Joseph Hilton, and the Cool Room is basically a place where we go deep, we go under the layers. And today I'm joined with a very special guest, GB International, 400-meter specialist, World Championship medalist, European Teams Champ medalist, Diamond League winner, and all of the above, the one and only Dwayne Cowan.
Yes, Jay.
Thank you for coming through.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for coming through. So I guess my first question would be, so in terms of your career, when people look at your career on paper, what do you think they misunderstand about you?
I probably think they just think they think I just came out of the blue, and don't really see it. I had a short career, but they didn't see probably the hard work. I'm very hard working, put the work in, so yeah, that's what I'd say, the hard work.
Absolutely. I think even with the event that you chose, that's an event where you have to dig in.
Yeah, I think the event chose me, because I was running away from the 400,
For real.
You see, when I first come into track, I wanted to do the 200, the 200, but because of my height, I'm tall. They're like, you do a 400, so yo, give me a chance, man.
Yeah.
Let me see what this 200-meter thing's saying. I'm trying to do the 200-meter for years, but I wasn't getting that time that I wanted. So it's sort of like, it chose me, so it just pushed me in there. Then I had no choice but to do the 400,
Wow. And so that transition then, and it wasn't your choice. When did you kind of get around to thinking, all right, I could do something here, or, accept it?
It's probably the first time I ran the event. I think it was in Hendon. I'll never forget that day. It's like I had nightmares. Like weeks after, I went to Hendon, I did the 400. I think I was in lane 8. First time doing it. And I must have went off. I think first race, I ran 48 something, dying. When I say dying,
Yeah.
how can I run 48? And I was dying for about 120 meters. And I ran 48. Right. So I said to myself, this is it. But after that, I didn't do it for another year because it's the pain that I felt. I was like, you ain't seeing me again. You understand?
Right.
I was in pain. I remember the train ride home. I was looking out the window. I was looking out the window like, you ain't seeing me again. I remember coming back to training. I was at training in Wimbledon. When they mentioned the word 400, it's like I was getting scared. Like, so you ain't getting me. So it took me a year to actually go back and do the event. But it was that race there, I sort of knew that I've got something here. I just need to put the work in. Yeah, and that was with hardly any training. Probably training once a week, still playing football once a week. So if I could run 48, training once a week. Once I moved and trained with my dad, I started going full time. I thought, then it should come.
So you mentioned that obviously you started playing football first. What did that give you in terms of playing football that athletics, I guess, didn't give you?
Playing football, it probably gave me it gave me working with teammates. So if you had a bad day, you could rely on your winger or your defender to get you out of trouble, or if you're not having a good day, that taught me to work with people. So when I came into track, I sort of knew the what was to come. I was working with training partners and like helping people out and not being selfish. In a selfish sport, to not being selfish and learn from people, made me go up the ladder quite quick.
100%. So it sounded like there was a shift in mindset there.
Yeah, the shift in mindset. I think I'm so happy that I came into it late because you learn a lot from when I was young and all the stuff that I went through when I was playing football. You sort of learn the tricks. You learn the hate. So you learn every single thing that you folded at a young age. But as an older man coming into track and field, remember I'm close to damn near my 30s or late 20s, 30s, coming into track, and everything that I saw coming negatively, I heard it when I was 17.
Right.
And you got me at 17, but you ain't getting me at 29.
So what I'm hearing then, it's kind of like you were prepared really coming into track, not dealing with like maybe the politics and the stuff that maybe happened when you're young and inexperienced, coming in as more of an older athlete or, you know, more mature. You were already prepared for that.
I was prepared for everything because I heard it. At 17, I remember me and my friend Eve, like I remember like 17, I think he was going for this trial. It's one of them trials where all the good players get released and it was like a semi-pro team and it's like everyone have one good year, then you move to like a decent club. I remember like having this good trial, like scoring from a halfway line and the guy saying, like everyone saying, wow, Dwayne, and the guy didn't pick me. Out of everyone, he didn't pick me and everyone was shocked. I was like, he said, I'm like, my age was too old. 16, 17. I was too old. You got me at 17. You understand?
Right.
So I wasted years. Then I came back into the sport. Then when I went to track, the same thing I was hearing at a certain age when I was young, I was hearing it in track. That went in one ear and out the other.
So then that drive then it's a drive to kind of prove people wrong, and it's a drive that seems like that tenacious driving things would be perfect for the 400.
Perfect. It was perfect. It's that kind of sport where you have to learn from, like, it takes years for your body to adapt to running a 400. You can't just run a 45.
Yeah.
No, it's like you got to train your body up. You know, it's like I remember going to like trials and like I was so raw, like I wasn't even warming up properly. So I go to trials and not even warm up sometimes. I'm like, everyone's watching me. Doesn't even know how to sort of like go over the hurdles properly. So I'm going to trials and not even warming up, you know. Like,
So you're raw.
everyone's watching me and I'm doing everything wrong. I remember going to like a training camp and everyone's going, you got to do it like this, you got to do it like this. So I'm going into the trials and thinking, not warming up properly. Going to the race, getting kicked out first round or second round. So it's like, once I learned it, you got to learn from your training. That's what I'm saying. You got to learn from your training partners. It's like I took little things from my training partners, even the little 60-meter guys. You understand? Okay, what? You got to do this? Okay, boom. You know, and it's sort of like there's a language that I didn't understand, you know. It was like athletics got a language. The coaches, they speak in a language, but I'm coming from football.
Right.
I understand football language. I understand 1, 2. Yet again, man on. There's a language in football. And in track, there's a language. And I wasn't getting the language for years.
Right. Okay.
The man saying push. What do you mean push?
Right.
I'm in track.
That's real.
Remember, they are dealing with people that's been running track since 13, 14. I'm coming into push.
You don't know how to push.
Speak to me, man. What is push? It's push me like, this is how raw I am now. Even though my dad was a coach, I never did track. Everyone knows me as football.
Yeah.
Twin. Me and my brother, twin. Dwayne, right wing. My brother Damien, left wing.
Right.
That's what we're known for.
Right.
You understand? So coming into this, it was the language. And I sort of stayed quiet, thinking, what's this? I got a top coach, but I'm still YouTubing some things. You understand?
Right.
You understand?
That's real.
So like, I didn't understand the language. That's why I had to just take from this and take from that. Sometimes I went to a training session and got licked on, you know. I remember this guy, Christian boy, this Nigerian athlete. I remember my dad giving us a session and we can't even finish the session. And the man's still like, I'm finished. And it's not like track is not like where you can take a deep breath and like football, you come back and drink some water, you come back. When you're finished, you're finished.
Right.
So I'm on the track like that. That's it. Go back in the gym. There was someone else. I can't remember who it was. It's a guy in the gym, boy.
Yeah.
Can't even do anything in the gym. So we come out. The man's still running, you know. You understand? The man's still running.
Yeah.
And you go home and you go, wow, shit, is this for me?
Right.
And you go home and you're like, whoa, this man's a robot, you know. This is what it takes.
Right.
You understand? I remember I'm fresh. I think this guy made the Olympic final in the
Yeah.
hurdles. The man come last. Remember, I'm still quite fresh. So when I come back into training, or like, you come last, man. Yeah, that is. You understand? You come last, but not realizing to come last in an Olympic final, you've got to be
Top
the
8.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? So I'm learning. And it's like, then I'm saying, I want to be like this. I want to be the robot, you know. So after a couple of years, I'm the robot in training.
So at what point then did you realize that, you know what, I could actually do something? This could be something.
Before I even started track, I would never have started if I didn't think I could even. Before I started track, I wanted to be number one.
Yeah.
I know I was old and it sounded crazy. That's why I kept all my dreams to myself. You can't tell a man 29 and I'd never run before. I kept everything to myself because I couldn't have an ounce of doubt. Even if people love you, they don't mean it. They might say, you're doing what?
You're right.
So I had to keep everything to myself until they saw me on the TV. No one knew. No one knew.
Yeah.
My mum didn't know, really. My friends didn't know. Because if they say, yo, Dwayne, come out Friday, I'm still coming out on Friday. You understand?
Yeah, balance.
They don't realise, because I'm the kind of person I am, I need to be,
Yeah.
I've got to do things. You know? Some people could sit in the yard, but me, I had to be out, you know? Yeah.
Did anyone believe in you before you believed in yourself?
Yeah, I would say there were some guys in Wimbledon. I mentioned a couple of Wimbledon. I think they were old a lot. Like I think there was a guy called Steve. Like, a lot of positive energy. You know, a lot of positive energy. Mo, Med, a lot of these guys would tell them, yeah, you could do this. It's way before I went with my dad. I would say, yeah, you could do this. I'm like, really? You know. So yeah, then quite a few people, you know, from that track environment. A lot of people told me. But once I moved over to my dad, with all the elite athletes,
Yeah.
like it's just you put in the work, man. They might know that you're good, but they're not gonna say it. You just gotta put in the work.
Was there any, like, obviously you moved over to your dad now and he's got big names in the group.
Yeah.
Big names.
Yeah.
Was there any time that you felt like imposter syndrome, or in a sense where you think, rah, have I really got what it takes to stay with these guys, or they've got so much of a training age on me, you know, they know the reps, they know how to run these reps and kind of stay, you know, and last this session? Was there any time we thought, geez, boy.
Yeah, there is many, but I knew that like there's a bigger picture. So I got licked up by training partners, you know.
Yeah.
I got looked up, but you see when your legs are gone and you're running with the girls and even the girls are beating you, you know.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So because it's the training reps don't know how to run.
That's right.
So basically I had to learn. This is very key, especially to like young athletes, I'd say, that starting off, like you had to learn to run easy but fast.
Right.
Learning how to run fast with no effort. That's the perfect way to
Break that down
put it.
for me, Dwayne. What do you mean by that?
It's like, so like let's say the coach gives you a time and the time's fast. And if you got 6 of them, you got to be able to run it fast, but with no effort.
So, okay, they say, okay, Dwayne, we got some 150s today. We got 6 150s. We want you in around 16 or
16.
Low.
When I'm in shape, a 16 could feel like a jog. So that's why when I say run fast but with no effort, it means I know 16 is like track and field. I look at it as numbers and maths and breakdown. So I
Right.
know all that I got to do is to run 16.3, 16.4. All that I got to do is sprint really hard for about 30, 40 minutes
Right.
and chill out. So I sprint for 40 or 40 meters and the rest is
You're bouncing.
I'm bouncing. I'm not doing nothing. So
Right.
I've got 110 meters of getting my breath back. So people get the breath back. Normally, people that are not experienced, they're getting the breath back as soon as they finish that line. I'm getting my breath back while I'm in the run.
Right.
So that's why I say run fast but effortless, and that took me a while to learn because I could run 16.3 with no just easy. And when I first started, the 16.3 was it's a sprint. First run, legs finish already. So that's why once I learned how to run fast with ease, that's when I knew that okay, this is how you got to train.
Right. Right.
You know?
Because there's no point in like running a 16.3 and then running a 17 and then 17.5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to try and keep that consistent. If the
Yeah.
coach said 16.3, you want all of them in 16.3.
It's 16.3 because,
You know what I mean?
and sometimes when I look back at it, sometimes the coaches, they're teaching you, you know? So sometimes I remember first going to the group, the coach got, yo, say you went 16.3, and we're going 16.8. That don't count. So you're going again, 16. I don't count. So you just did 2 runs for no reason.
Right.
And so now mentally, like it's getting that time consistently.
That's right.
So when you go 16.3, robots, you know, you got to turn into like a robot. You know?
Right. Right.
Sometimes you go training and it's like, that first one is, oh God, the coach don't care.
Yeah.
You gotta go into that robot mode. So you're going again, your legs are finished. You still got to get 16.3.
That's right.
You know, and then after a while, that's sort of building character. You know, it's building character.
So in terms of, if I was to ask you then, training partners, who was probably one of your best training partners or someone in training that you thought, yeah, this guy, he's a good trainer, you know?
For the 400 training partner, I'd say the guy, you know, Comrade Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, he was very good. Who else was there? Yeah, I'd say like Conrad. Yeah, I'd say Conrad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Like someone who is in the 400 meters, that guy, he's got lungs. He can run all day.
Yeah.
And he's strong, super strong. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'll say Conrad, because like basically his trading partner, like but at the same time there was like a little I had to adjust to him because there was times when he was doing the 300s and the coach said do what 36 or 37. When you're in shape, that's a bounce.
Yes.
But sometimes when you follow someone, so I was like, we used to just follow each other. And the way he runs a 300 is different to how I run a 300.
Right.
So the way he ran a 37, I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't run it the way he ran it because we would do like a train. So I had to go in the B group because I wasn't getting the full amount of the thing. So I realized that I had to tweak the training session because I could run a 37 smoothly. The way I do it,
Yeah.
and the way I used to run a train, and I used to find it, why does this feel like a 34? Like this feels, and I couldn't get my breath back to go again. So I had to humble myself, go into the B group, and lead that group to get my 37s and finish off the 6 300s and stuff like that. So there's little things that you do in training that will help you.
That makes sense. So moving on to like representing your country. When you first represented your country, did it feel exciting or did it feel heavy, like there was pressure?
No pressure at all. No pressure. I don't feel pressure in representing my country. Never, not once. The pressure that I normally feel is, can I make it around the track? But I've never felt pressure. Oh, there's a big stadium or there's a big crowd. The first time I ran it was in, a lot of people don't know, but this was like, I think it was, I can't remember. There was like a Eurosport event in Switzerland. And I had no idea because a part of my mindset is not to research anything.
Oh, for real?
I don't know where I'm going. Okay, meet here at the airport. And my whole thing, I don't care who I'm running against. So that was one of my little secrets. I didn't care who I was running against. I don't want to research anyone. We get on that line, let's go. And I remember getting my first call up. And it was sort of like this relay thing on like one of these Switzerland meets. It was like this relay. And in my head, I'm thinking I'm getting a little GB kit. You know, that's like, I get that GB kit on. You understand?
Yeah.
So now in my head, I'm thinking, okay. I had no training, get just my spikes in my bag. I'm thinking, I get my GB kit.
Right.
Boom. Right. So I go to this event. I had no idea it was going to be on Eurosport. I thought it was some small event. Boom. Get there. He picks a team. The guy picks a team. I'm thinking, where's my kit, Yo, brother. No kit, All right? I'm thinking, what have I got in my bag, I got my house vest, I have a house vest. I think I've got to show you this thing. I'll show you. And I've got a house vest. I'm lucky I had a little bit long lycras.
Stop
I had
it.
to cut my lycras them.
No. Serious?
I was on Eurosport in the dark. You understand? So I'm cutting my lycras thinking, where's this kit, man? I thought this was...
Yeah.
You understand? So basically, I think it was me, Conrad, Nigel, and I think Jack Green, Eurosport race. I'm on TV for the first time and I'm in my house. I've got my house vest and shorts cut up
Yeah.
on TV, So so that was my first call up. There was no pressure. I was like, hand me the baton. Is what it is. I can't care less, man. It is what it is.
Do you remember your split?
It probably wasn't fast, but the guy no one's coming past him, man. That's it.
That's the mentality.
That's how we are doing it. You understand? Like in my head, I'm thinking these guys are 44 guys.
Right.
Looking back at it, I should have just left the man from early,
So, all right, Dwayne, talk to me then. So, the 4x4. Do you like, what leg do you like?
I like the speedster leg. So that they'll say that's leg 2. That's the leg that they'll put me on because I had the fastest. Like I'm quite fast over 200.
That's right.
So normally they'll put the speedster on the second leg.
Right.
So the speedsters normally die in the last 100. So I know if I get to 300, if I'm dying, they're dying. So that's how I see it. So I always like the second leg.
So when that first leg running, then he's coming around a bend, and they're coming into that home straight, and I think they've got to come past the finish line a little bit, don't they?
Yeah.
What's going through your head when you're about to get that button? What's going through your head at that minute?
So like normally, like sometimes you're not even thinking, like me, sometimes you're not thinking, oh yeah, man, I'm running. They're coming closer. And sometimes I'm like, don't slow down. I'm not coming for that button. Don't slow down. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to run. I don't want to run 2 steps extra.
Right.
Give me the. All I'm thinking is eat everybody up on the thing. Boom, 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 and set the pace. Mm-hmm. You understand? So you set the pace, you set the tone. Sometimes you're with some guys that just want to run. Like they just want to run past you and mash up the whole thing. And I'm like, I've got the pace, slow down. Sometimes you got to use that elbow.
Right, okay.
Sometimes I think you can't see it. I know where all the cameras are, so you can't see it. But I think in the first round in the World Championship 2017, I remember this Brazilian dude. It seemed like he's a sprinter as well, so he wanted to run. I'm like, bro, I've got the pace, man.
It's here.
I've got the pace. You're gonna bring everyone through. I've got the pace, man. It's but you got to do it smoothly. It's like,
So then, talk to me then about the 4x4, the 400. Like, are you going out hard? You get that baton, are you going out hard but smooth, or what's the strategy?
sometimes it's like the human body. The human body is different every time.
Yeah.
My job is always to just blast the first 100, and you got to go hard. You got to go like you're running 100 meters.
Right.
Yeah. Then the back straight is to get your breath back and composure. So yeah, you always go out really hard. You know? So you have to, especially at the top level. If you don't go out hard, the race is done from the jump.
Really?
These guys are going through 10-9, 10-8, 11 in the first 100 meters. You know.
So in terms of would that change if you were behind or you were chasing somebody?
Yeah. So every race is completely different. So if I'm behind, especially in the relay, you got to, instead of running 100, you might have to run 110.
Right.
You know, or you could just chill. But I'm like, no. People are watching me. My mum's in the crowd. You know, you like, you know, families in the crowd. You can't not put up a fight. Put up a fight every time.
100%. 100%. Okay, let's talk about like setbacks and lows in the sport, because for me, track and field comes with so many highs, but also so many lows that you have to pick yourself up from. You know, you might race well one week, and then the next race you got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. Was there a lowest point where you still had to kind of show up and get it going and train? What was that lowest point?
Probably the lowest point was I think I had like shin splints. This is someone coming from used to soft ground, then went to hard, then a couple of years in, I got shin splints when I was in the best shape of my life, 2016. No one knows. Everyone thinks I blew up in my best was 2017, but I was in the best shape of my life in 2016.
For real.
I got shin splints that put me out for a few months. That was long because I felt like everything that I do is calculated, you know. So I've got a time to get here. I've got a time to make this team. Everything's calculated. And I was in the shape of my life in 2016, and I had to sit out. So that was like a little bit of a low. But I thought when I come back, it was a learning cure as well, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Was there ever a time where someone doubted you? Like, say you made a championships now, and they're not really expecting anything of you. Was there ever a time where you had to kind of like, you used that and, you know, you used it and said, okay, even though they're not looking at me right now, I'm going to do something?
Yeah, I think in 2016 I still ran quite fast. And I think I wanted to go to the Bahama Relays when it was in Bahamas. You know?
Yeah.
You understand? I just wanted to be in Bahamas.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't get picked. They picked someone that wasn't as fast. I was like, well,
Right.
that's kind of crazy. But the thing what helped me then is I think there was a European team champs. So by law, someone told me by law, they're not allowed to skip anyone. They have to ask you.
Right.
So even though they skipped me for the Bahama Relays, for team champs, I think by law, they got to ask the first guy. And if he don't want to do it, they got to ask the second guy. So that's when I got picked for the my first official really call up. So yeah, but doubting me was probably in, I think in where we got the Commonwealth Games. I think I did I think my dad had a stroke 2 months prior to that, or 3 months prior to that. So there was no race training, there was no schedule. You know, dad wasn't talking, or so I had nothing. I had to just freestyle it. You know.
Yeah.
Then I think when I went out there, I'm a person that needs to run races. I think
Yeah.
I went into Australia. I thought, I need to run some races. Went there, but weren't running good. But once I get my third race, I'm on the money.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't running good. People that was handling me over there was like, Dwayne ain't doing nothing. And like in my head, I'm thinking, my legs are ready now, man. So, but it was ready for the Commonwealth Games. So as the Commonwealth Games started, I was ready. I had 2 races in Australia. Everyone doubted me. My handler, I was training by myself out there. I didn't want to disturb my dad because he had a stroke. So I was by myself freestyling, and it didn't bother me one bit. Okay. Okay. What? Wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Remember, I was rooming with Harry. We woke up, we tried to track. Okay, it was freestyle. What? Okay, some freeze.
Yeah.
Some 150. Didn't bother me one bit. Okay, well, the race here in Australia. Jump on the train in Australia. Get to a race. Just make the race just before the call up. I think there was something going on in the stadium in Sydney. I found my way. Race. Found my way back to the hotel. And but a lot of people doubted me. Then when I ran my first race and made it through, beat all these 44 guys, now they want, do it, yeah, man. I said, all right, man.
Right.
Don't worry, man. Yeah, but doubts happen, man. And this, like I said, coming into the sport late with the football, all that, I see everything coming. I was prepared for it.
100%. 100%. Dwayne, I want to go through your PB race, the 400-meter race. I think it's one of your PBs where you ran 45.3.
Yeah.
I want you to talk me through the race. Talk me through the race. Let this play and just talk me through the race, Dwayne. What you see, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. This is the London Anniversary Games, 2017. I think Matt Hunter's in the race. I think Rooney's in the race. A couple other guys in the race. You're in lane 9.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Play it and talk to me. Talk me through it.
So basically, on paper, I was supposed to be on lane 9.
Okay.
So that's the drama in itself.
Yeah.
So the drama in itself, I was supposed to have, on paper, I was supposed to be having probably the third best lane.
Really?
But I'm in lane 9. So the drama.
Politics.
Drama. And this is one of the races, if you mess up, you ain't going to World Championships.
So did you feel the pressure?
No pressure at all.
Okay.
My dad felt the pressure, I think, at the time.
Is he saying anything to you? Or
on the call at the warm-up, and normally I'm kind of chilled and he said, I don't know why they've got you in this lane here, boom, boom, boom. And he was like, don't worry about it. I said, don't worry, man. I've got this. And then I said something that normally I keep it to myself. I said to my dad, I'm going to fuck everybody up.
Yeah.
And just walked out there. And he was like, because normally I don't really chat like that to my dad. I said, don't worry, I'm going to fuck everybody up. Yeah. I walked out there at lane 9 and I was ready. I just flowing. I could feel people inside me, but I didn't even kick yet. So
because lane 9, you can't see nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't see anything.
You can't see nothing. That's why you got your own.
Yes.
You got your own pace, and I could feel it coming. And as I play it, for some reason here, the blocks, I don't know what it was. I felt like the blocks were just moving. I don't know what it was. The blocks, I felt like any little bit of pressure, I felt the blocks going back. I don't know what it was.
So were you able to push?
Nah. So I couldn't push out. I never forget that. I couldn't push out because every time I felt the blocks moving back.
Yeah.
So I got out and I just got out. I felt smooth. I felt very smooth. But I don't know what's inside me, really. I could feel the guy inside me, but I don't know what's going on. So as I sort of run onto the back straight, I just thought, I've got to be smooth and fast. Yeah. And just save it because I can't really see anything. Mm-hmm. So as I'm running through, so I'm getting to the second bend, I could feel someone inside me, but we're all quite at the same speed. You understand?
Yeah.
So as I'm coming off this second bend, I'm kicking. I know these guys kicked way before.
How?
Because they're on me.
Right.
I've raced against these guys.
Right.
Like my speed's up there. If you're on me, you're moving. You understand? So I believe if I was in that lane, I think I could have PB'd and won the race. I know these guys are top guys, but I'm running home. Yeah. And at the last bit, I realized I'm not even going that fast. I've got something left. So the last 50 meters, I'll kick again, which you shouldn't be. But I felt like this was really my PB race where I should have even gone under, you know. And I would like to see the split on the last 100 meters, because I felt like if I was next to these guys here, I think I would have even gone even faster.
You'd have been,
I'd have gone even faster.
yeah.
I know this guy comes home very good, Michael Cherry. He
Yes.
comes home really good, but I think I had this guy here.
And you were aware of them on that home straight. You were aware that people were around you.
Only the guys inside me. These two guys, if I was in this lane, I think I'd have been closer.
Yeah.
So that's part of the sport, you know. You just gotta just. I know that if I would have lost to any of these other two guys, I probably would have been not even picked
Really?
to go run for the
So it was make or break then. It was make or break.
Let's make a break.
And the pressure was on you. And you got lane 9, which is probably not the ideal lane to get, because like you said, you got to run blind. You don't see anything until, when do you reckon you start seeing something? The back straight?
No, I couldn't see anything in the back straight. It's only until I come off the last bend.
That's bad. So you're running. I used to call that running scared, because you can hear them. Obviously you're not scared, but you got to run your own race.
Yeah. I think any other tracks, I'd say Birmingham, I'd say Rabbit could have beat me. If this was Birmingham, even some other guys could have beat me. Really could have. But this track is for the like that track's for sprinters. Like that track doesn't take anything out of your legs. Like it's like, I love that track. It's like I always run faster, no matter what.
And for me, that London Stadium, Dwayne, it's something about, there's the lights.
Yeah.
Not everyone performs under the lights, Dwayne. And with the pressure that was on you and what was at stake, what was it about you and your mentality that said, I got to turn it on then?
I was just ready. I was ready before I even got to the track. So as I sort of wake up and I look into that sort of mirror,
Yeah.
that's what motivates me, is me looking into that mirror. Nothing. I'm not gonna play any motivational speech. I'm not. There's none of that. I got to look in the mirror. There ain't no headphones when I'm warming up. You know, I'm talking to myself. Man. That's my headphones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm revving the engine up. I remember when I used to play football and it was cold. You had to psych yourself up. You got to rev that engine, and there was this little thing I had to do with my sort of like, I said it's sort of like a little growl. And it's called. You got to get yourself going, man. So as I'm warming up on that track,
Yeah.
I'm getting myself ready. You know, so like it's part of it. It's part of it, and I don't know why. It's like I knew all these things. I knew it was happening before it even happened. I was ready for it. I was ready to be in lane 9.
Right.
So when they told me I was in lane 9, I was ready to be in lane 9. You can't pull anything out and tell me you're going to try and push me in lane 9. I was ready for it. What's the worst lane? Okay. They're going to put me in.
Yeah. Yeah. You were ready. You were prepared. You were prepared for that. No, I rate that. So then, okay, so you do that then, 2017. After that, what's the feeling after that? Are you feeling like, I could have gone faster? Are you feeling like, now I'm ready to get picked? Now we're going to go and do something. What's the mentality after that?
Yeah, so 2017, I was just waiting for them to pick me. And it was like, this is London. This is where I was born.
So it meant everything.
So like in my head, I'm thinking, no one's coming over here. I don't care what time you're running at 400. I'm leaving here. I'm like, it's like I took it personal. It's like these guys are coming over to London and trying to eat, not on my watch, man. You understand? That's how I felt. I ain't saying that I did really well there, but I'm just saying remember going to some of my teammates was in the they got knocked out of the couple of the rounds, and it's like, Dwayne, come. I said, yo, man, yo. Normally I'm sitting down chilling now, but I'm like, no, sir. Go out to my room. I'm not leaving out. I remember, I think it was James and my other training partner, and I was like, I'm not leaving here without a medal.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I said it. I need a medal.
Right.
So I go out to my room, go into the relay, and I felt possessed, boy. And I don't even, I don't see a crowd. I don't hear a crowd. I'm like, this is what it takes. Boom, bam. Came up with that medal, boy. When I saw it, I was like, this is what it's for.
Yeah.
You know, this is why we train, you know.
100%. 100%. So then you get your medal, you push on, you know, there's a momentum after that, you know, you get picked for teams, you go in now. Is it hard to maintain, you know, that level? When once you kind of get to the top, is it hard to maintain that?
Yeah, it's not hard, but I think there's sort of like you're the person that everyone wants to beat now. So you go to, like, normally you go to a little race and you think, yeah, man, let me just get my legs going, and like, I want to try and beat this guy, you know. So it was like everyone's trying to beat you now, you know. Every single one want to race you and sort of like beat you. So it's not really hard to maintain in like a training aspect, because it's just you still got to put that work in, you know. You got training partners with so much. They got so much. They won so much.
Yeah,
My head is
accolades.
one medal at the time. So these guys have won, and they're still training hard, turning up early. Sometimes I always knew like stay jumping on that train. Don't jump in your car to training. Stay, get on the train. I know it sounds weird, but it's like it's hard to train when you come out of a warm car. You understand, brother? So I was like, mine would always get off that train at Island, or and take that walk down to that cold walk down to the track with a heavy rucksack.
Yeah.
I knew not to change that, even though I've always had cars since I'm 16. But with training, if you drive to training at that time, it's either with the traffic, you was always going to be late.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was. I've always had a car. But I said to myself, don't stop jumping on that train. As soon as you sort of like, you got heated seats, man, and then you're gonna then you're gonna lose it. And even training at Mile End, where it was like the environment was harsh, even inside was cold. Like it's sort of, it's like it's Mile End. I'd say it's like the wild. I didn't realize why the coach was always training. He could have went somewhere else and could have been warm, but I understood it. I
Yeah.
like you're in the wild. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's cold. Everywhere you go, it's cold. So that sort of helped. You know, so it was never really hard.
I hear you. Okay, what part of your career are you quietly proud about that kind of doesn't get kind of talked about much? What are you quietly proud about that doesn't get talked about?
Probably the help that I got. Yeah, the help that I got prior to even at the early stages. The help that I got. Like there was a lot of help that I got in 2016, 2015. Just like, because I used to be a teacher, so I used to train in the morning, then jump on the train, then rush all the way to Nunhead. I was a teacher at a primary school there, and that was hard work. And it was like you're on your feet from the morning to about 6 o'clock at night, all on your feet. Then you got to wake up kind of morning. So that was hard. So the help that I got there into a situation where I could just focus on track. The help that I got was that was immense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. What do you wish, or what do you know now that you wish you knew earlier?
Probably the pushing, the language, the pushing. I probably would have. It sounds weird, I know I've accomplished, but it's just. I think I would have, like that small little detail of just pushing. I've Yeah, that. I'd probably say that, and I think probably that. I probably would have got my 200-meter time down when I was in shape. That's one thing I know I've messed up on. I think there was times where I was running 20 point low in training. That's why I should just run my little 200, get my little 20 point low.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Okay. So in terms of the call room then, when you're in the call room as an athlete, before a race, what do you say to yourself when no one's listening?
In the courtroom, I would say that just before I get into the courtroom, you always forget why did I start? Why did I start athletics? You know, like I, I, I didn't become number one in the world or whatever, but that's why I started, and it's like I went into like put like everyone's dream is to put your mum in a big house. So sometimes you sort of train and you're laughing with your training partners and you're getting ready, and you always forget why I started this. Yeah. So before I go into the call room, I got to go stop messing around. I need to put my mum in a different situation. Put my brothers, Bradley, Lewis, my twin brother Damien, my mum Gloria, and my sort of dad. Like, you want your coach to like have a top athlete as sort of well, and as I'm in the call room, you know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at guys that are faster than me, but I've got to go. Nah, man, there's something different that's got to get me across this line first.
Yeah.
This guy ain't fucking up my sorry, but this guy's not messing up my you ain't taking food off my table. Nah, nah.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I used to always think just before I get into that race, where you sort of like, you might doubt yourself, and you go, no, I can't doubt myself. I can't doubt myself now. I've got my mom counting on me. My sort of brothers, like, I want that big contract, like you guys. I want that massive contract, Not for me, I'm like, yes, mom, boom. That was always the dream. And that's what I think in the cool room, because that what motivates me to stop messing around,
100%. No, that resonates with me. That resonates with me a lot, because I think the call room is some of those moments, it's those last moments when you're in front of your athletes that you're going to race against, but it's still and it's quiet, and you can kind of visualize what you're going to do on the track, and the game stop. The game stop at that point, and you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. So when you're in a call room, that means you're ready.
Yeah.
So
that's how you felt. So when you're in the call room, how did you feel? Did you feel?
I felt like similar. Like, the games have stopped here. I got to go and put on a show. I got to practice what I've been doing in training.
Yeah.
And just run, just go and run. Just do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Do what you've been trained to do. Don't forget about everyone else. Focus on your lane, because with the hurdles, you can't worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
Because the hurdles will talk to you, and you feel it. You
Yes.
feel it. If you mess up, you'll feel it.
That's right.
Physically. So you had to be on point. So that's why the call room is so significant. Now, I appreciate that, Dwayne. What we're going to do now is going to play a game. I've got some pictures of some athletes, and it's just athlete versus athlete, this or that. So what we're going to do is, I'm gonna read out some athletes. I don't know if you can see this, but you got to pick. So we got Nigel Levine and Rabbi Youssef. You can only pick one. So Nigel Levine or Rabbi Youssef.
Oh, that's a hard one. Yeah. I would say a race with him more. Rabba, because I raced with him quite a few times.
Okay. The next one, we got Martin Rooney or we got Matthew Hudson Smith.
Oh, boy. At the peak, boy, the both fight, I'd say Hudson. Yeah, Hudson's a beast. He's the only one that I've raced against faster guys than him, but he's the only one that made me question myself.
For real.
And I've raced with faster guys on paper, and he's the only time where I've been at racing. What's this, man? Yes.
Why?
Because I felt like no one could mess with me over, especially in like Europe for 400-meter guys.
Yeah.
No one can really beat me. If I wanted to hit a 300,
Yeah.
and there's times when I'm in a race with him, so how come this man's on me already? I didn't understand it because at the time I had a faster 200, but yeah, there's times when I said, "Yeah, man, this guy's he's the truth," and I'm so happy that he's after I sort of retired, the success that he got is crazy.
100%. Okay. You have to remind me of her name, you know.
Amber
Manning.
Man. Beast.
Versus
Beast.
Victoria Huragu. Who you picking?
Amber. Amber's the first time like in training, when I because she trained with us young.
Yeah.
First time watching her, you could tell that she could be one of the best in the world.
For real.
Easy.
What did you see like?
Running fast, effortlessly.
Really.
Looks like she's jogging, and at times fast. Even when she runs, it's. And I used to say to the guys, they used to watch this other kid. I said, "Nah, brother, this is the truth. You can't see the truth. I could see it from a mile off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be one of the best in the world."
Okay, Christina Huragu and Perry Shakes Drayton.
Yeah, Christine's a robot, man. Beast. See, when she won the World Championships.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was 2015. With can't remember what year, but she won it against that Botswana again. And then when she catch her on the line.
Okay, yeah.
20. My dad was calling me up, you know, like just to help her in training. So like I train in the morning, my dad called me up out of my warm environment. But it was like, yeah, can you help Christine on just before she went to the World Champ? Could you help her on some splits? And they called me up 3 times, called me up in training.
Yeah.
Yeah, come out, man. You ain't doing that. Come out. You understand? So I helped her with a few runs, and I was proud to even just.
Yeah.
At this time, I wasn't anyone at the time. And yeah. She's a beast.
Different
Robot, man.
Yeah, 100%. All right, LaShawn Merritt or what name?
Karani James.
Karani James.
God.
Who you picking?
Two of my favorite athletes. But I'd say LaShawn just because I trained with him for a couple of weeks. No, that time when he broke his PB, me and him put some sessions in.
Put some sessions.
Even the following year, come back to Florida, in Winco, Florida. He said, "Thank you for these sessions," and I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I remember going training, and I'm thinking, why isn't he at the because he's lungs. I don't think he's a lungs person. He's just a straight up speed merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a beast.
All right, Roger Black or Derek Redmond. Roger Black or Derek Redmond.
I haven't really seen a lot of Redmond, but I'd say Roger Black. And these are the guys. For some reason, like. I've seen everyone. It's sort of like see all the old people.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before. Like in my head, I always think,
You haven't met him?
Where is he?
I think he's around.
Seriously?
He's someone I love to speak to because he was part of that generation for me.
He's a beast.
Absolute Beast.
I've seen everybody. I've seen Colin Jackson when I signed my Prima contract.
Yeah.
I got starstruck. I was surprised. I got starstruck. I never thought I'd get starstruck. Not in track, because I'm
Yeah.
not really, I'm of a, you understand? And it's, I said, Colin Jackson. But I've never, so when I started to like YouTube a lot of
Yeah.
stuff and I was
Never
coming
met
up
Roger, but
late, I'm thinking, where is he? Normally you see someone walking around.
Yeah,
You see
yeah, yeah.
everybody. Never seen it before.
yeah. All right, Jamie Bolsh or Ewan Thomas?
Ewan Thomas.
Ewan Thomas, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin Bawley or Maslak?
Both. I think these are like legends in like Europe.
Both of them.
I think I beat both of them. It's funny how he likes like these guys got faster PBs, but you've beat. Yeah, but I'd go Baller. I think they've done it for a long period.
That's right. Belgium, yeah. Man.
Yeah, they did.
All right, Dos Santos, Ricardo Dos Santos or Delano Williams?
I don't really know a lot about Delano Williams, but we've been in a camp with him. But I'd say Santos, just because we've raced a lot together. Like in like you go overseas and you're on in
Yeah.
Denmark and all that. He's always on the road. Yeah, I was about to say him.
I think that's it. Actually. Okay. I mean, that was good. All right, Dwayne. If you had to build the best 400-meter athlete, mindset, technique, speed, it will have to be different athletes. But if we go mindset, you had the best mindset
In the 400.
by yourself.
I'd say 400 mindset. I'd say Karate James.
Yeah. Why?
Mindset.
Why?
Because I think he always finds a way to run fast. I've never seen that guy run slow. You see everyone go ups and downs, but this guy always finds a way.
Okay.
Yeah, Karate James.
Strength.
Michael Johnson. Yeah. That's just straight up like power.
Yeah. Speed.
Van Niekerk.
Speedster.
Yeah. That guy splits is like that guy was just running 100 meters in each split.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose technique did you like then? Whose technique?
Technique. I would say LaShawn Namer.
LaShawn. Okay.
Because you could see the phases.
Right.
That's what I like. That's how you run the 400. It's when you could see the phases. You could see when he's chilling, and you could see when he's kicked. That's how. Sometimes you see a guy just go ooh, sprinting the whole way. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. I like that. All right, your playlist. So before a race then, Dwayne, what are the top 3 tracks that you're listening to before a race? What are the top 3 tracks?
I could play some Mobb Deep,
Okay. Yeah.
Styles P.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I don't play too much because when I used to listen to Styles P, I was living a wild lifestyle. I think it bring you back, and that's
Yeah.
But one of my favorite rappers is Styles P, some Max B.
Okay. The Wave God.
Yeah, man, old school Max B, Styles P, even some Kodak Black, some
Okay.
Chief Keef,
Yeah.
some Cameron.
Okay.
But free, if you said free, I would go Max B, Styles P, and Mobb Deep.
Love that. In terms of then like fantasy 4x4 relay, it's Olympic final. Here's the scene. It's Olympic final. You can pick any 4 athletes from the UK, past or present. It's the men's 4x4, past or present. Who's on first leg? Who's on second leg? Who's on third leg? Who's on fourth leg?
You just have to pick you'll pick Roger. You gotta pick Roger. Oh, first leg, I'd pick Roger Black.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I believe he's going to be consistent.
That's right.
You pick the consistent guy.
Yes.
Roger Black. Then it would be Hudson Smith.
Yeah.
Second leg, because he could run a good 300.
Yeah.
Then you'll pick Ewan Thomas.
Okay. Yeah.
In the third leg. Then you'll pick probably Martin Rooney.
Lovely.
At the peak, everyone at the peak.
Everyone at the peak.
That would be crazy.
Love that. All right. That's it. That's it for the call.
That's it. Good show.
Appreciate it.
No problem, man.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.